G'day guys and gals. So VI-7 challenge mode is not fun. There's a number of bosses which make life very unpleasant. But that said, I've thrown the kitchen sink at it to get through this. Alright, so we have Myrtle and Scavenger. They're fine for our vanguards. Quora works as a defender. Mudrock is who you'll also need, but if you don't have Mudrock, you'll need to bring somebody really sturdy. Bison is the only one that really comes to mind. Thlopsis is the same as she always will be. That's nothing you really need to be concerned about, whether you do or don't have Mudrock, because we're using her for skill point generation. So that aside, we also have Totophons with skill 1. You could also use Rosa if you have her. W with skill 2. If you don't have W, because I know she's a limited operator, I try not to use them, but it's super hard when Patriot walks up to the door. You can use 12F in the same spot that I'll use W, but it's not great. Surta with skill 3. Amia, also with skill 3. Project Red and Gravel. Now you can replace Project Red with another fast redeploy, that's fine. And another healer. I prefer an AoE healer, but it's entirely up to you guys who you want to use. If you want to use... Probably the only real good alternative would be Silence, just because of her drones. But it's really up to you guys who you're comfortable using. That aside, if this does help you out, guys, please sub, because this has given me all the bad juju today. The bad feels have come in full force, along with their kitchen sink and their bloody bathtub. Alright, so we want to get our vanguards in, first and foremost. Put Myrtle all the way up the back here, and Scavenger in front. We then want to wait, and we want to get W in. Pop her in there, then start clearing trees. So as soon as that first tree goes, we want to get Thlopsis in. Keep clearing trees. This one. More deployment points, and this one. After that, you're pretty much set. That clears the way for just about everything we'll need. Silence here. Deployment order is super important in this too. So, Army, you're in next. Stop this bloke, but wait until Forced has popped down that turret, so we will now stop him. So Forced will do that. Next slot, gonna pop Inserter. And after that, we're gonna throw in Totophons after Force comes out. So here comes the next guy, and after this guy goes down, he doesn't even have to go down, we just have to do a decent enough bit of damage to him, so Forced is in, so we're just gonna go Totophons here. Cycle this skill. Cycle this skill. Mudrock in. Just here. Out. In. Don't worry about these two guys wandering off over here. They're cactus. They will get torn apart by Mudrock and W. Top up Totophon's health with that drone. And we're also going to get rid of this mushroom here, so we can put that drone in a better spot. Don't need Scavenger anymore, so we're going to pull her out. And now we're just sort of waiting. Just keep cycling Myrtle's skill. Force will come out of his stealth underneath Armia. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy Project Red, use Totafon's skill. That's fine. Popping gravel. Just try to face them away from where gravel is. From where Forced is. So as he walks off the square, they keep attacking. Now the quicker you get Forced down, the less ballistas are going to be here. So if you get him down now, you won't have these 2 ballistas spawn in. Alright. Pop Red back in. So if you can get him in before this last one pops up, that'll be fantastic. If not, oh well. Now we've got our our second boss, Forced. The first boss that we'll actually have to stop. So, the big ugly. So we're going to put Surtur in here. And we're just going to wait until he pops out here. And as soon as you see Surtur start moving, use that skill. And then just burn him down. There we go. We'll use red to finish him off. There we go. Just because we really want to start the cycle time on Surtur as soon as we can. So now we're going to have to top up Totafons again. Alright. So after this, we're going to take Totafons out because we need her to come back in at a later time. And we'll just let this go. Now the next 2 bosses are the pair that need to go down sort of kind of together. So you got to be fairly careful about how you go about getting them down. Alright, so we're just waiting for Surtur to come back. These enemies here are sort of problem enemies. They're not huge issues, but they're annoying enough. So we're going to actually pop Surtur in over here. Top up our deployment points again. Top up Surtur. And then use Surtur's skill. And once this enemy walks through to Mudrock and is engaged by Mudrock, we are going to pop in Scavenger here, who will stay healed from the ballistas by Myrtle. And as soon as this enemy gets to about 1/3 health left, or about when Surtur hits her death proc, we're going to yank her out. And now we're just going to wait for this enemy to go a bit crazy. And there he goes. So now we're going to pop red in as soon as he goes and hits Mudrock. There's a mine there, so I have to be careful of that. Do this, do... Whoops, that's not what I want. I want to do that. Pop in a drone to help keep Amia topped up. So that was red that just went down there. So now I'm going to wait for this boss to use its big attack again. So there it goes. There was also a landmine there, so I had to wait for that to detonate. Keep dropping drones in to keep these two guys topped up. That's kind of why it's better to have an AoE medic down here, but silence works just as well. So basically you kind of want to just watch for that attack and then drop the drone in, top them up. So scavenger, there he goes, wait for that landmine. There it is, pop in red. Top everyone up. So there it goes, AoE attack, so we'll drop the drone in. I think that enemy is going to die, so we're going to drop Totafons in here. Yep, there we go. So that's okay. So we can take out Scavenger because we'll need her later. And we should just about be ready for Serta. And now comes the gloriously difficult part. Or the fun part, depending on what you consider to be fun. So Patriot is basically just going to kick the shit out of everything. It's just how it be. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy Serta here. We're going to top up our deployment points. And as soon as he walks in, we're just going to start blowing everything. And Serta will most likely die here. That's fine. So fast redeploy. That's fine. Fast redeploy. And there we go. Sweet. Army has pulled itself out. So that is about where you want to get rid of him. That is a comfortable area. If he gets too close to Korra, his invulnerability phase will ruin you really, really, really badly. So now what we need to do is we need to delay Patriot all the way through until his invulnerability phase ends, which is not easy. But okay, so he's just about out of it. Fast forward a little bit. There he goes. All right. 1, 2. So thankfully red avoided that. 3. So that'll go at W. W's unfortunately been hit by that, but his invulnerability phase has ended. That makes him vulnerable again. So Korra's skill. So we're basically just trying to delay him now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put Surta down here. And as soon as Surta's skill's ready, we're just going to use it. We're going to pop Armia nowhere because Armia's probably going to get hit. There we go. So we're going to pop Armia up here. And we're basically now just throwing shit at Patriot. That's it. So now what we want to do, because of what's happened, everything's dead. So we want to put Gravel here because Mudrock can survive a hit as long as she has 3 shields. I know that sounds ridiculous. So poor old Army is about to get nuked, but that's fine because he has 1 more lap to go. So we're going to pop down red. There we go. I actually forgot that in his second phase he doesn't do as much damage. Mudrock can survive a hit with 3 shield stacks in his first phase. Anyway, so Mudrock can tank him okay-ish, but you do need a shield from the ballistas so that her shield can cycle. That's a brain fart from all the struggle I've been through. So there it is, guys. That was actually super sloppy. My practice run was significantly better than that, but that is it. I hope that helps. As I said, if it does, leave a sub because that helps me out. I know I threw the kitchen sink at this particular one, but yeah, I really do hope this one helps you guys out.